Hello, welcome back to another Intro to Computer Sciences vlog. This unit was Python programming, learning the Python coding language and what various things it can perform if you know how to use it correctly. This unit was very fun for me as I have, wanted to learn how to program and realizing that there's a couple languages similar to Python that I'm familiar with. I'm now a little more confident in jumping in there. Um, so yeah, let's just dive right in. The program we use for this is in the browser. It's called Replit, replit.com, repl.it. I don't know. Whichever one you put in the search bar, it'll bring you up to the same place. So this is my account. You guys already know my name. And in my Python programming folder, I have everything stored. And this is everything that we've learned in the past 4-5-ish weeks. Yeah, pretty fun. I enjoyed this, and I'm excited to show you how these work. So let's start with a simple little for loop. This is a program that calculates your average math scores. A for loop, or just, gotta think this out for a second. So a for loop is a statement that specifies iteration, which allows code to be executed multiple times, depending on how many, you request. You can set that as an integer, and here you could ask people to give you an integer. So for loop actually has two parts. It has this header, which specifies the iteration, and a body that is executed once the iteration does the thing. So this is a note. For this program, we will ask users how many tests they would like to average. This number will be how many times the for loop iterates. And so we have a little print message, just tells you what the program does. Lines 12 and 13 are those are values that we can input. So the total equals 0. That's just to make this work. And then how many tests, this variable asks you how many tests you would like to average. And so for integer in that range, it will take a float, which is where's that at? Where's that at in here? Thought I had it somewhere in here. But that just takes the score and it does magic stuff. So we can run this code. How many tests would you like to average? Let's say 4. Or no, there's a teacher I know who actually would use this program. He was my chemistry teacher, and the way he would do tests is every once in a while we would have a test based on a third of the unit that we had learned. And he would take all those and mesh it into one grade. He was one of my favorite teachers. Anyways, so he would probably use this program to figure this out. So let's say I do okay on that one, I do really well on the second one, and I bomb the third one. It figures out the total of those 3 tests, which is 200 points, and then it averages out that score to 66.67%, which is a D plus, I think. Maybe a D plus, somewhere in that range. So I didn't do too well. That's unfortunate. And then the second program I will show you is one we made in the Sandbox, which is just, random stuff. So this is a short story. It's like a choose your own adventure book. We were assigned a partner and we had to work on it. So the way this should work is it has health, you have money. This is to let you loop back. And then, it sets a story up, asks for your name, and it gives you the idea that you're the hero, you're the main character in this story. And so you can decide if you want to go left or right in the fork of a path. And then there's various things that happen. There's, depending on your input, these are all these are all if, elif, or else statements. So it will ask your input here, and if you say right or left, it will change that outcome and execute it under here. There can be multiple of them in there. This is a while loop, which is like a for loop, but a little bit different in the way that it works. This is an if, another if, asks you if you want to go in a barn or a house right here. And so if you go in the house, you can go in the house, and it asks you if you want to go into separate rooms and what's in the rooms, and you can collect things. You can go in the barn. There's things you can do in the barn. And then eventually the story ends. I'm not going to test this out. It takes a decently long while to get through the entire thing. Those are just two of the many things we worked on in this unit. I had a lot of fun, and I'm glad that I got to participate. And that's really all I have to say for this vlog, so, y'all have a safe night. This is my last vlog, by the way. I didn't mention that. The exam is tomorrow, so, I'm done with this class. Anyways, maybe I'll use this channel again. Maybe I'll use it for demos of something. I don't know. I'll use it for something. I promise. And, well, that's it. I'm glad that whoever was one of my 4 subscribers stuck around for all these videos and enjoyed the experience. And I hope I'll see you all someday.